Hey, so I'm gonna show how to make a React boilerplate without using Create React app. Um, so basically, I have one already done that I pushed to my GitHub. You can see the link, and you can also just clone that. That'll be the fastest way. And it basically just gives you a hello world just to get you going. So what I did, I'm gonna cd and let's see, cd into a directory that I have already, clone the GitHub. So this is the GitHub repository. Go right here, copy that, and then copy that link, and then you just go to git clone, and then paste that in, and then that's going to clone the cd into the directory. Yes, into React boiler. Okay, and then right here you're gonna have to do. Let's start this up in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so I got it right here, and let's go to our terminal. You want to do npm install. That's going to install all the dependencies. So let that run. Be right back. Okay, so dependencies are installed. There's a lot of things right here that are going on. So, you know, the documents for React actually say to use Next.js. I'm using this way because I like to just get started right away. But I do have something coming out for Next.js to start with that. But this is just a quick React boilerplate. So if you go to npm start, let that start up. The first time actually that this runs, it takes a little while for it to run, but going forward, it usually goes pretty quickly. It finally compiled, and then here's the hello world right here. So there was some things like, not these ones, but there were some other messages that were going on. I honestly just believe that it's because about like what the React documentation is saying is to use Next.js. But like I mentioned, this is just a quick way to get something going. Okay, so that's the way to do it, doing cloning, cloning the repository. So I'm gonna delete all this, and now I'm gonna just show you a step-by-step on how to basically you just implement all these files right here. It's not that many, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to implement this kind of like step-by-step, file by file. I still use my GitHub repository. It's just a lot faster, but instead of cloning, we're just gonna basically just be copying and pasting a bunch of files. So let's see here. Let's go to our terminal, and I'm gonna cd into documents and then React boiler clone, and that is empty. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna open up that directory in Visual Studios, and then I'm gonna start off with making a package.json. Okay, and then I'm gonna go here to the repository. I'm gonna copy all this. Okay, get that in there. Gonna make a couple of folders. See here, one is a source. Okay, click out of that one. Then I'm gonna make a public folder. Okay, and then I can just start making these files. In the public folder, it's gonna be an index.html. And then in the source folder, we're gonna have an index.js. We're gonna have a styles folder. I'm sorry, styles file, and then we're gonna have a app.js file. Okay, and then we can just go back to the repository and start implementing those. So we can start with the CSS. Okay, throw that in here. And then go back to here. We're gonna do the index. Okay, go back in here. Just get that going. And then the app.js, copy that. Okay, and then we got to do finally our index here. Okay, copy that, paste that in there. Okay, and once we're done with that, in the same directory, we're going to do npm install, and that's going to install all the dependencies. So let that run. Be right back. Okay, so that stopped installing. So I'm going to do npm start and let that go. And like I mentioned before, just takes a little bit of time for it to run the first time. And then after that, it goes pretty quickly. Also is my first video, which is a lot of fun and trying to figure out how to do this whole thing. Okay, so let's see. There's hello world coming up, hopefully. Here's another thing. I do have a way of getting around this blurb right here. So it does mention that in that blurb, it does mention about using create React app. So that's probably something going on there. So so there's the hello world, and that's basically it. That'll get you going and get you started into just like a quick project. Okay, thanks a lot.